Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So if you spent any time on my YouTube channel, then you know that I absolutely love creating content here on YouTube. And I also definitely love teaching people how to be creative and learning the tools that they need to actually become a creator here on YouTube and other places on the internet. But something that you might not know if you're brand new is that I also have another life as a digital marketer, specifically SEM and PPC. And if you don't know what that means, I'm going to explain it here in the video. And so what I do in that area is I actually help businesses and clients market their business and brand to the right people so then they could generate leads and sales for their business. So let's go ahead and take a look behind the scenes of how the real world works every single day when it comes to marketing and sales. Okay, so before we actually take a look at how these advertising marketing platforms work, let's go ahead and give you a general idea of what digital marketing is, and specifically SEM and PPC. And so what SEM stands for is search engine marketing, and PPC stands for pay per click. Now, for most people, whenever they go to the internet, they're doing it from a consumer standpoint. But if you ever wonder, like, how do these ads show up on YouTube? So here's an ad here, and obviously YouTube is promoting their service. Or maybe you go to a website and you see ad here, or if you scroll down more, you see more ads. So these are ads, and then these are ads as well. And then even if you're on different social media platforms, they're ads. Well, this all has to do with the digital marketing universe. And so let's go ahead and start off with SEM, or search engine marketing. So when you go to a search engine like Google and you type in a search, there's ads that show up. So in this case, I typed in Apple iPhone. There's an ad here. It says ad. These are shopping ads, as you could see here. Or then if you go to Bing, it works the same way. Here's an ad. I typed in PlayStation 5. Here's an ad. Or even platforms like DuckDuckGo. Here's an ad and here's an ad. But in this case, DuckDuckGo is not running the ads themselves. They're partnering with companies like Amazon and Microsoft to show ads on their platforms. And also there's local ads. So if you are doing a local search, so you're looking for lawyers, it's going to show ads in your area, including map packs. So it shows maps and ads here as well. And so that is search engine marketing. And this whole idea of PPC, or pay per click, means when an advertiser buys ads, anytime a person clicks on an ad, that's what they pay for. That's why they call it pay per click. Okay, so now that you have a general understanding of what digital marketing is, and specifically SEM and PPC, let's go ahead and take a look at these marketing platforms. Because at the end of the day, if you ever wonder how all of these websites and businesses are offering all their services for free, well, it's not free. There's definitely a price, because none of these businesses are able to run their services without paying something. And the price that you're paying is providing them with your personal data, so then they can use that on these marketing platforms. So the first one is Google Ads. This is definitely the largest marketing platform out there. Second to that is Facebook ads. And then we have Bing ads, Amazon ads, LinkedIn ads, which LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft. We have Twitter ads, TikTok ads, Pinterest ads. And then for much larger businesses, you can go to demand side platforms. So basically, if you wanted to buy ads on multiple channels, you could come here. Or if you are a publisher or a website like, say, Forbes, who has a lot of valuable real estate and traffic, then you could come here to a supply side platform and sell your space there. And also, this is just not related to for-profit businesses. You could go to a site like Google Ad Grants, and if you are a qualified nonprofit, you could actually get free advertising for Google if you are qualified to get it. And so these are just some of the major ad platforms, and there's many other ones, but these are the ones that most people use. And I'm going to be going over some of the main ad platforms that I work with. For all your email marketing needs, check out Aweber, the premier service news at GeekOutdoors.com. Get signed up today for free, and also get 100% free complete account migration. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. All right, so now let's get to the important stuff and see how these ads are actually created behind the scenes starting with Google Ads. And so in this case, if you go to Google, type in iPhone, there's an ad that is from Apple. So Apple is advertising here on Google. And I'm going to show you how this ad is actually created. And so you can see here, here's the ad. And so we're going to go to Google Ads. And this is how an ad is created. And so I'm going to do an example of an Apple ad. And so in this case, the very top of it is the URL. And here is the path that it shows right here. And then here is all the copy or text that's actually created. So this here is the headlines on top, and below it is a description. And there's many other things here as well. And on the preview, you could see how it looks like on a mobile device or on a desktop. And that is how these ads are created in Google. And then if you're wondering how a YouTube ad is created, here's an example. So for anybody who's on YouTube, this is how you see those ads. And there's many other ways that you can actually create these ads. There's many different ad types and different networks or places that they could show. And if you're wondering how they actually target the right people, well, they use targeting. And so you could do that at least for these YouTube ads by audiences. There's also custom audiences. And then for these text-based ads, a lot of it is driven by keywords. And so here, for example, I have these keywords. So if people are typing in Apple iPhone, cheap iPhones, and so forth, these are the keyword search terms that people type in, and then it matches up with the keywords that I put in here. So that's how Google knows which ads to show whenever you type something in search engines. And similarly, Bing works the same way. So this is Bing, and it's basically Google Ads. So it works very similarly. And so now you see these main search platforms. Let's go ahead and look at Facebook. So Facebook, it is obviously a social media platform. So this is how the ads are created. There is a page that you could associate the ad with. And if you wanted to run this on Instagram, you can. And Facebook is primarily image-based. So a lot of what you see here is images and video as well. And here is your text copy. So that's what people see whenever they're looking at your ad. And you could also have your website down here. And there's other things as well to track your ads. And so you could build URL parameters, and every single one of these platforms have a way that you could actually track your ads. And at the same time, there's also ways that you could create different types of ads. Okay, so you could create a single image ad, carousel, collection, and you could also control where it shows up. And so that is Facebook. So now we're going to go ahead and head into LinkedIn ads. And LinkedIn is probably one of the most expensive out of the major platforms, because when people come to LinkedIn, they're not coming here for entertainment. It's mostly people here to do business, looking for jobs. And so typically the cost to run LinkedIn ads is much, much higher. And so in this case, I won't be able to show you ad preview because I actually have to set up an entire ad to show you how that looks like. And then finally, we have Amazon ads. And so how do these Amazon ads look like? Well, if you come to Amazon, you type in something, you see something that says sponsored right there. This is sponsored as well. So that means people on Amazon are buying ads through their Amazon ads platform. And so this works very similarly. So if I come here, you could set up your placements, targeting, and also there are keyword search terms as well. And there's campaign settings, and there's also negative targeting as well. So I'm not going to get into too many details. So basically, whenever you have negative keywords, Google has the same thing, Bing has the same things. You could put in keywords that won't show up if people type in, but this is what people will see if they type in a certain keyword search term, very similar to all the other platforms that I showed you. So this is how each of these ads are created on these major marketing platforms. And there's many, many other platforms available, but that just gives you an idea of how these ads are actually created and how you're able to see all these things that you see every single day. And so this is something that I find very interesting. I absolutely enjoy doing this. You know, this is something that is very creative and challenging for me. And so that is the other side, the other life of a digital marketer. And this is something that I highly recommend that, you know, people who are interested in doing something that is internet based, that requires a lot of creativity and is also very challenging and is focused on business, then I highly recommend that you take a look at digital marketing, specifically SEM and PPC. And I think once you get into it, you find out that this is very, very interesting. And it's something that I really enjoy doing every single day. So if you actually had any thoughts on this, or if you are a digital marketer yourself, I'd like to know some of your thoughts here as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And if you did want to see more of my digital marketing videos, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area below. So we'll see you on another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. And if you're a creative geek like me and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Gold Content Creators group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators group.